Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Rami Kafarov and I'm a tourist guide in Oslo. One of my offers is Jewish Heritage Tour. Yes, Norway has a short but very interesting and unique Jewish history. And here I will share with you a short video which I filmed with my clients. While visiting a Jewish museum, we met a man who his name is Leif Gruzd. He is today 92 years old, works once a week as a volunteer. That's why we were extremely lucky to meet him. And he was happy to share his experience, how he and his family were saved by Norwegian resistance, by crossing border to Sweden and not be deported like many other Norwegian Jews.
On the 12th of November, we left Norway in the afternoon.
Where did you go?
To Sweden. Sweden was neighboring, yes, and was neutral. Was our only chance.
Where did you go? Did you go this route?
Not this route, no. There were so many routes along all the border. Right. You know, we knew there were at that time, there were about 300,000 German soldiers in Norway. Wow. I thought there could be a German camp almost every 50 yards. So it was difficult to get away, and you needed someone to help you. You knew the forest and every tree and stone.
Right.
And there were many of these people who stood up to help. And I've been through it myself. I heard many of the stories, and I very often asked myself if I would have done this.
Yeah.
To have this courage, you're risking not only your own life, but the life of your family,
right.
friends,
Someone,
whatever. But I did it again and again and again, and I can only speak for myself, and I'm very, very grateful.
Sure.
I never met, except for one exception, never met the people who helped us over. I was too late, but I did my very best. And then we had an appointment on Sunday. I'll be with you. 2 days before she left in pneumonia, she died in pneumonia. 2 days before. So I could never help. I could never have a chance to say thank you very much. But I met her little sister.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah, she was my age. So she got a big bouquet of flowers I had bought her, the older sister. I just turned 12, 3 days before. So I was
so
big enough to remember.
You understood.
Yeah, I was big enough to understand. But you know, at that time, we were not taken to concentration camp. We didn't know that word. We were taken to German prisons, which was bad enough.
Sure.
And the word gas chamber was not yet invented where we lived.
Right.
So we didn't know we were running to save our lives. We thought not to be imprisoned by the Germans. We knew, we had heard rumors what they were doing to the underground people they had imprisoned, taken with torture and so on. And of course this is not very nice for a child to experience. So we were afraid of that. And we were running away for 1.5 days, 40 hours or something. We were afraid.
Yeah.
It was dark. We had to be very silent, of course.
How did you travel?
We started with a taxi, then we had to walk through the forest through the night. We came to a farm. We were taken by the people on the farm with small rowing boats over to Sweden.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, and we didn't know it was Sweden, because it was 4 miles. It's quite a lot with this big old rowing boat. And they were taken. We were taken to a small piece of land, and they told us, "Now we are in Sweden." But could we trust them?
Right. You didn't know.
We didn't know. There was no sign telling it was Sweden. Could have been Norway again.
Sure.
They had been rowing us for a long time. They might have been tired.
Right.
And they had got their money. They didn't need us anymore. So we were placed on a tiny place and said goodbye. And then they left. They were sold again. And we stood there, did not know whatever we should do. We stood there for not so long time, looking, and then we all of a sudden saw a group of people coming.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been Swedes,
Sure.
could be Germans as well. And we were 11 people that time. No one said anything. So
Scared to
afraid,
death.
yeah. And then we saw them coming closer, and we recognized their uniforms. But still there could be Swedes and Germans.
Right.
And then finally, well, they came close enough, and then one of them said in Swedish, "Welcome to Sweden."
Nice.
Then we started to breathe.
Right. Wow.
And then,
How long were you in Sweden? Did you stay there?
2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Yeah.
And then you came back here.
Summer 45. July, I believe, summer 45. We came back, and we came there in November, so 42. So 2.5 years, yes.
Wow.
Well, as a small child, we had a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And my mother was Swedish, so we came down to the place where her family used to live. And I'm sure, without knowing, but I'm sure they helped us a lot with money and a place to live. And
Right.
so we had a good time there.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, we were afraid what happened to the rest of the family.
Right.
We knew that all of them were in Sweden, as we were. But still, a few people were taken and sent to we didn't know what. But we
Did you know where your father was?
Yeah,
Oh, you did. Okay.
yeah, we saw him. He was the place where he came.
Okay.
Yeah. And we were not curious about him, you know. He was taken care of by the family, so that was okay. Yeah. So had a good time. Came back in 42.
Yeah.
And I met my friends again, and my father started his business again. And after some time, as you can see, he survived.
Yeah. Well, you were very lucky.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Very scary time.
Yeah, you know you must have told them already how many Jews there were in Norway and so on at that time.
I think you did.
But you can repeat, or you can say your version.
My version. Well, there were about what I call Norwegian Jews, 1600. And then there came a group of 400 or 500 Jews from Germany, Austria and Czechia. So altogether we were 2,100 Jews in Norway in April 40. And of those people, a little more than 1,200 were lucky enough to flee to Sweden, to survive, to come to Sweden, yes. 773, to be exact, were sent to Auschwitz or other camps. And out of these people, only 34 out of 773 survived. And most of them came back to Norway. One or two, I believe, were foreigners and wanted to go back to their own country.
Are any of those 33 or 34 alive?
Pardon?
Are any of them alive still today?
Not anymore.
No.
Not anymore. No. This Steinman that you heard about,
Samuel Steinman, this is Ram.
he was the last one.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
34 out of
773.
Thank you for watching this movie, and I hope next time when you visit Oslo, you will consider to order a Jewish tour. It's full of surprises and unique information. All the best from Oslo.